Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Premier Perspective. Today we are going to be talking about the FA Cup games that took place, mostly focusing on the Prem games. We're going to do a quick run through of those and then at the end focus on the big game of the weekend, which is Man United versus Liverpool. So to start off, Wolverhampton played 6th Division Chorley, which finished in a 1-0 win. Um, a little bit of a weird performance considering that they were playing such a low team. Southampton played Arsenal, one own goal, pretty uneventful game. I don't really like Arsenal, so happy to see that. Brighton played Blackpool 2-1. Expected win for Brighton, so easy for them to go through. Sheffield played Plymouth. They won 2-1, which is good for Sheffield to get a win nowadays. And yeah, they're rough year so far, but they're able to go to the next round. And West Ham beat Doncaster, solid 4-0 win. West Ham have been great recently, so good for them.
All right, now for the next 5 games, we have Chelsea, Luton Town. Tammy Abraham hat trick led Chelsea to a 3-1 win. Burnley versus Fulham. An amazing performance from Burnley's Jay Rodriguez saw Burnley beat Fulham away 3-0. He had 2 goals and an assist that game. Everton played Sheffield Wednesday. Everton, they picked up a comfortable 3-0 win. Leicester played Brentford. Despite Brentford playing well in the Championship, Leicester have been a lot better in the Prem. Top 4 right now, and they took a 3-0 win at Brentford. Tottenham Wickham, interesting game. I was watching the scoreline today. Tottenham took the win 4-1. They led up first, and it took them a while to score the winner after they equalized. They equalized towards the middle of the game, and then it took them until the 86th minute to score a winner, and then they proceeded to score 2 more. And now next up we have the City game. We're going to get into the 2 bigger games of the FA Cup 4th round, the City game and Liverpool United. First up is the City game. Huge scare for City. It didn't look like City looked bad, and it didn't look like they were going to be able to get back into it, but they let up a poorly defended goal in the 59th minute. Just really bad, especially for Mendy. Terrible. And then they didn't score until the 81st minute, and then they were able to score twice more and pick up a 3-0 win. Pep substitutions, they came at an amazing time. He decided to bring in the big guns, put in Diaz, Gundogan, and João Cancelo. And Gundogan and Cancelo each had an assist in getting that game back on track. So thankfully, City were able to pick up the win against 4th Division Cheltenham.
Yeah, that game was definitely an eventful one. Honestly, could have easily just been thrown in with the rest of the games if the circumstances weren't as they were. City were down 1-0. I think it was up until, what was it, the 80th minute?
81st,
Yeah, 81st minute. So I was, as a City fan, I was pretty nervous. I I was really worried.
I was scared.
I was really worried that City were gonna blow it, but happy that they were able to win. And Cancelo, man of the match, came in, pretty much got us the victory there. He played great, as he always does. But yeah, the big game now, we have Liverpool versus United. That's why we have our man JD here, back on our show. We really appreciate him coming on as always. So JD, thoughts on the game?
I think it was a great game. Obviously, it's always great to beat Liverpool. I hate them. I hate City as well, but I deal with both of you. It was a great game. I think Ollie probably watched our podcast because he actually played Pogba in midfield, and Pogba had a magnificent game. Both teams. This is the game I was expecting last week. Both teams are really good at attack, but defensively are leaky. You know, I was hoping for the partnership at the back with Bailly and Maguire because I like that partnership so well and they complement each other so well. But he's went with Maguire and Lindelof, which I don't really like them together as a partnership. Lindelof had a good game, Maguire had a good game, but they just don't complement each other well. And then McTominay in midfield, I just don't think him and Pogba complement each other well either. When Fred came on later in the game, he changed the whole game. McTominay picked up his performance. Fred, obviously so underrated, played a great game. And Bruno, comes on, beautiful free kick. I love Bruno.
Bruno definitely stepped up, as we've talked about so many times on this show. We always say as City fans, we really do respect Bruno. We really acknowledge that he's such a great player, but we've always wanted him to just do a bit more in the big games. And what's more than coming on as a sub against Liverpool and scoring the winning goal to take your team to the next round? So big props to Bruno. I thought Pogba had a great game. I think that he's been marvelous this season, really showing his old form. I agree with you for sure. I definitely like Bailey in the back compared to Lindelof. But yeah, no, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with the win, and United is on to the next round. So United plays West Ham next week. So I think that would be a good game, but it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But United, they win some, they lose some, but they're always gonna put a show on. That's for sure.
Yeah, and as for Liverpool, their defensive mistakes. I mean, this game I'm not exactly sure they played, but Reece Williams at the back really didn't have a good game at all. Two United's goals. I mean, not discrediting United. United deserve that. They deserve the win, no doubt about it. They played so much better than Liverpool, even though they weren't at their best at all times. I totally agree. Uh, Lindelof and Maguire are too similar of players, and Bai is an amazing center back and complements Maguire well. And the same situation with McTominay and Pogba, just as you said, JD. They just don't go well together. And Fred, as soon as he comes on, he's had an amazing last couple games and a season in general. But Liverpool's defensive mistakes are really what killed him in those first two goals. I mean, definitely well worked from United. Well passed. They moved the ball really well, but Liverpool can't be making those mistakes if they want to get far anywhere. And so far, I mean, they've just been getting knocked out of multiple tournaments. So it's really not looking good for them. It's kind of just going straight downhill for Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool did not look good. Um, they had their flashes and their moments as they usually do, but this is not the same Liverpool team. We always talk about, is this the effect of just Van Dijk? But attacking wise, they don't look as great. They still have all their same attacking players. I don't really know what's the next move for Klopp. If this form doesn't improve anytime soon, it's going to be really difficult for them to be in the title race for the Prem. I know there's still half a season left and they're not that much far behind, but their form recently is trending downwards, and you can only make so many mistakes in the Prem.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Liverpool. It's gonna be hard for them to win a trophy now. They're 6 points behind United. They're out the Carabao Cup, out the FA Cup. They have the Champions League now and just the Prem. Klopp could face what Lampard just faced today. He might just get sacked if he doesn't pick up his performances. You know, Salah finally scored 2 goals today, but in the Prem they're still lacking. It's like 3 or 4 games now.
Yeah, I think it would be crazy to let go of Klopp being Liverpool, but if they were to not win the Champions League and then fall out the top four, what would be the situation then? Who knows? That would be more warranted, definitely end of the season. But I think that they'll be able to manage to stay in the top four, whether it's fourth place or third place. But I think they'll handle that. But yeah, United, City, a lot of Chelsea, Leicester, West Ham. There's still a lot of great teams playing. They're doing well, and now they're going to be in the next round of the FA Cup. For us here at Premier Perspective, um, for the next round of the FA Cup, we're definitely going to do something more in depth in terms of the games. But since there's a lot of games, we really just wanted to focus on the main ones, which is, and this week being Liverpool United. But I think that pretty much wraps it up for us. Once again, thank you for anyone who's watching. I want to say once again, JD, thank you for coming on.
It's a pleasure.
You're slowly becoming my favorite guest on the show, so might have to bring you back more often. But yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up here, and we'll see you guys soon.